Good evening and welcome to Middleburg Island as the Logan Wildcats take on the visiting out-of-county rival, the Scott Skyhawks. You know, Grayson, 270 years ago, this island was the hunting ground and the village for the native Shawnee tribe led by Chief Logan and Princess Aracoma. And now there are another set of Logan natives on the hunt for something that has not been done since 1944, which is to be 6-0 as Coach Nick Booth and his undefeated Wildcat squad look to go undefeated 6-0 for the first time since the invention of the atomic bomb.
And I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but next week Mingo Central on their bye this week, so right now I expect some Mingo Central players and some minor, especially Coach David Jones, in attendance tonight. But Nick Booth, 5-0 on the year, wants to go 6-0 since you said 1944. And being honest with you, Zach, I think we're going to have a good game tonight. But also, Nick Booth and his Wildcats have everybody besides one player back tonight as well.
And we're going to step aside and take a quick break for the national anthem. And the national anthem brought to you by the Logan Wildcat Marching Band in conjunction with the Scott Skyhawk Marching Band. And we'd like to thank our sponsors for making everything possible tonight. Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, Josh Jeffrey, sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Planum 10, LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, Logan Bank and Trust. Well, this is the Logan Bank and Trust. No, my bad. It was a programming error on my part. Logan Bank and Trust, Genmar, Tug Valley Wellness, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza, United Motorsports, State Farm, Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm, George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, The Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpets, White Eye Care in Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lenore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto in Kermit, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited graphics and apparel. We're sitting at 11 minutes until kickoff. We'll step aside and take a quick break, and we'll be back with pregame right after this here on the D&D Sports Network. About 6 minutes from kickoff on Middleburg Island. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ, the man behind the screen, as the Logan Wildcats are set to take the field.
As we are getting array away for the Wildcats to come out of their tunnel.
We thought they'd have come out by now.
Yeah.
we were waiting with bated breath. We'd like to thank our listeners all across the coal fields. Whether you're in Verdonville, whether you are in Mitchell Heights, or you're all the way on the other side of the Boone-Logan line in Unita, in Low Gap, wherever you may find yourself, welcome to Middleburg Island as the 5-0 Logan Wildcats are looking to be 6-0. They're 5-0 for the first time since 1990. 35 years ago as we bring on the Wildcats. And they are looking to be 6-0 for the first time since 1944. Lots of things have happened since 1944, Grayson. YouTube being one of them, the internet. The Browns have not won a Super Bowl in that span of time. So some things do not change. But here's the thing. This Scott High School team has not had the best of seasons, but every game that I've watched, they have given their opponents trouble at least until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they're 1-4 on the year, coming in scoring about 8.6 points per game. And you're thinking, from the past 2 years, what a high-quality squad they had, and now they went down. They're 1-4 on the year, only scoring 8 points a game pretty much, and giving up 30. So, I mean, and it don't, be honest with you, Zach, look at the schedule. It don't get any easier from here. They play Logan, then they play at Roane County, your Class AA runners-up from last year. And then they play Man, Sherman, and at Williamstown. Williamstown 1-4 on the year, but Williamstown can be tricky, and they're playing all these good AA teams. They're just hoping to go 3-7 and make it in the playoffs.
It's a tough schedule, tough sliding up ahead for the Scott Skyhawks, as they will be wearing their white uniforms tonight, and the Logan Wildcats will be wearing their electric blue uniforms as the captains now go out across the field for the coin toss. And yeah, like you said, Williamstown, not had the best luck this year. Still a good football team. Roane County, runners-up, good football team, and Sherman, good football team. So I mean, it is a big, tough row to row. I guess that's the saying for the Skyhawks coming up.
And captains for tonight's game wearing in the white for your Scott Skyhawks, left to right. Number 34, Mason Brown. Number 17, Jeremiah Brown. Number 3, Ryan Neal. And number 56, Jaden Smith. And for the Wildcats, number 0, Adam Bazin. Number 5, Braden Crowd. Number 21, Noah Combs. and number 55, Braxton Wolford, as Logan won the toss and looking to receive to start this game with a banger.
And this is a Logan Wildcats team that has a significant offense, but an incredible defense, just as significant to their success. And here's the thing, in football, you can have a good passing game, but you can have days where your passing game's not gonna do it for you. Their running game is second to none, I would say, in the state. You've got guys in the backfield like Levante Kinney, Caleb Johnson coming in, getting reps at back, and Adam Bazin can pull it and run. And your run game and your defense is what travels, and that is what wins championships.
Well, I don't want to mention, but last week a win over Clay County, 14-6. That defense pulling 8 turnovers for the Clay County. And also, that offense, that passing game really wasn't there last week. They had 2 of their star receivers out. One comes back big time. Number 10, Lucas Lambert, comes back, but number 2 is Gage Green, still out with the injury.
Yeah, and so we now are ready. We've got 12 minutes on the clock, and out to kick for the Skyhawks, we have number 24, Tucker Breedlove, the senior from Scott High School. And back to receive for the Wildcats, we have Caden Justice and, I believe, Levante Kinney. I couldn't see the number. I'm assuming it's 7. And it is up, and we are good to go. Kinney fields it. Cuts upfield. He has nobody in front of him. The 50, the 40. He breaks one tackle. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. As in 12 seconds, the Logan Wildcats have drawn first blood over the Scott Skyhawks in their homecoming 2025 game with a, we'll call it a 90-yard, 87-yard touchdown run, kickoff return from Levante Kinney, as that is going to get things going for the Wildcats.
And let's remind everybody, Logan won the toss. They wanted to receive. Back in previous years, Scott has done a lot of things to Logan. We're just beating them down. I think Logan wants to do it tonight. 13 seconds in, Wildcats lead 6-0.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So 13 seconds into this ball game, and the Wildcats take a 7-zip lead over the Scott Skyhawks. We'll be back right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Getting ready for sports means protecting those eyes. Up to 90% of sport-related eye injuries can be prevented with proper eye protection. White Eye Care knows this and is committed to providing the best protective sportswear for your child's eyes. As a proud sponsor of our community sports programs, we want to see our kids protected, from the little ones up to the big leagues. Our huge selection of eyewear makes finding that perfect pair easy. So win big this season. Call White Eye Care in Logan for an appointment today.
And we are back. The Wildcats with the quick score, 7-0 off the 83-yard kickoff return from our statistician, Grayson Saunders. And now the Wildcats back to kick. The lone man back to receive for the Skyhawks is number 12, Hunter Woodrum. The kick is up. They're going to squib it. It's going to go right through the legs of one of the Skyhawks, fielded. It's going to be fielded and fumbled.
Ball came out.
But the ball comes out, and the Wildcats recover the fumble. So they will pick up right inside their own red zone at the 19-yard line. Grayson, they couldn't have scripted it any better if they wanted to.
I mean, 18 seconds in, you got a kickoff touchdown, and then off the reception, a fumble.
Yeah.
So now, even better, they got the ball on the Scott 19 in the red zone.
And so for the first time, so Logan now on their second possession of the game, their first offensive drive. They have a 7-0 lead. They're on the 19-yard line. And back in the backfield for the Wildcats, we have Adam Basden as he snaps it. The pass out to number 10, Lucas Lambert. who's still going after, get about 3 yards after contact. A good pickup there for the Wildcats.
Gain of 5 on the play. Be 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. And Lambert, with the injury last week, already back in the reception.
Lucas Lambert, who's had several college visits so far for college football. Incredible athlete, incredible football player. In the backfield, we've got Baisden and Caleb Johnson. Baisden takes the snap, fakes the handoff, kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy breaks one tackle. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Going to be a Wildcat first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats on the Scott Skyhawk 8. So a gain of 5 on the play. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the clock continues to churn. There's a hot start for the Wildcats. Baisden hands it off to Johnson. Johnson taken down by a host of Skyhawks. I guess you could say a flock of Skyhawks. They'll get brought down. Not much to gain on that one.
Loss of 3 on the play for the Wildcats as Kenny will get in the backfield.
Baisden in the gun. Trying to draw him off sides. 9:49 left to go. 6 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, drops back, gets some protection to his right side, throws it up to Caden Justice, goes right through his hands. That'll be 3rd and 11.
A good play call right there, and a good ball by Basin just through the hands of Justice.
You had everything you wanted. It was just, sometimes that timing is, it's down to the millisecond getting the timing right. Baisden takes the snap, drops back, makes the pass. Caden Justice gets it, and he will cross in for a touchdown, making this 13-0 for the Wildcats. A good crossing route there by Caden Justice for the touchdown reception as the special teams unit comes out onto the field. Spence, the holder. Craddock, who has been a consistent kicker for the Wildcats. That is up, and it is good. Makes this 14-0. We'll step aside for another break. We'll be back. You're listening to Logan Wildcat Football here on D&D Sports Network.
If you've been catering to an old injury, or you're tired of them nagging aches and pains, come by and see us at Hill Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Mallory is erasing the pain out of his patients' lives. We look forward to seeing you at one of our locations in Madison and Logan. Hill Chiropractic, making lives better. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
And we're back as the kick is off for the Wildcats. It's going to be squibbed again, and the Skyhawks will fall on it on their own 35-yard line as they will have their first offensive possession of the game down with 9:32 left to go in the first quarter, down 14-0. This has been an impressive special teams and offensive start for the Wildcats. This is the best way they could have planned for any game to go, and I was talking to some people at work today, and this is one of the biggest and I would say more premier rivalry games, and has been since before I was in high school. That is not an in-county rivalry. Skyhawks with the snap, handed off to number 31,
34.
34. I was going to say I don't have a 31. That's Mason Brown. No gain on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Scott looks like having a new quarterback in there. Number 17, Jeremiah Brown, replacing number 6, Nate Easterling, the senior.
And so this is, like I said, this is a Skyhawk team that last week gave Mingo Central, who's one of the top teams in the state, gave them a lot of fight in their own homecoming game. As they'll hand that one off, run up the middle, get about 4 on the carry, 4.5.
As a crucial 3rd and medium already for the Skyhawks. And to be honest with you, Zach, I don't want to say already, but I think it's 4 down territory.
It is.
Already down 14-0. 8:20 left on the clock. I think it's got to be 4 down territory for the Skyhawks.
And the Wildcats, they're going to switch up the defensive ends on the sides of the ball. The snap, the carry, they'll stand him up right at the line to gain. That'll be 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
No gain on the play for Mason Brown. It'll be 4th and medium for the Skyhawks. See what they do. It looks like the punt unit will come onto the field.
Back to punt for the Skyhawks. Can't see the jersey number.
I think it's 3.
Number 3, that is Ryan Neal. Snap is up, kick is up. It's a good punt. Completely flips field position. It's going to be grounded by number 51, David Jones, the sophomore for the Skyhawks. And the Wildcats will pick up their possession on their own 39-yard line. Sorry, 34-yard line. Baisden and Johnson back in the backfield. Craddock up to the top of your screen. Justice and Lambert down at the bottom of your screen. The snap, Baisden drops back. It's going to Lucas. Lambert's going to be picked off by Ryan Neal. On the return, he'll get past one Wildcat and get brought down in Wildcat territory. Their first play in Logan territory for the evening, and that'll come on the Logan 37-yard line.
Yeah, the ball, I don't know if it's just miscommunication by Lambert and Baisden, but a ball that was pretty much underthrown, and Ryan Neal comes up with the interception, and that's what the Skyhawks needed.
And we have a player down on the field, looks like maybe just cramping or a leg injury, but we'll step aside and take a timeout. We'll be back after this on D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like
We're back here on Middleburg Island. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ, the man behind the screen, as the Skyhawks take the snap. They'll give it to their man up the middle. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and all to Mason Brown for right now. 4 plays in for the Skyhawks, all 4 runs to Mason Brown. I think you got to change something a little bit up.
The Skyhawks back in the gun. Jeremiah Brown takes the snap, hands it off to number 34, Mason Brown. And they'll run up the left side. They'll get about 3.5.
3rd and 6 again for the Skyhawks. Gain of 4 on the play for Brown.
And so the Skyhawks needing to capitalize on every possession that you run in Logan territory tonight, because so far, at least in the game, that has been hard to come by, and they've found themselves in a big hole early. We'll send the man in motion. Take the snap. It's Brown. He'll keep it, run up the middle. He'll get the first down, and he'll keep going, brought down by a duo of Wildcats. That'll be number 11, Bentley Williamson, and number 14, Easton Craddock on the tackle, and first down for the Skyhawks.
Right there was a good play call. Good hole for Jeremiah Brown to get through, and it'll be a gain of 12 on the play, and the first Skyhawk first down.
So the Skyhawks trying to maintain their momentum. Ball on the Logan 29-yard line, or sorry, 24-yard line. Mason, Grayson, I told you over the break I've had to think too much this week, so numbers is a little too much. As Brown rolls, he'll throw that one away. He's 2nd and 10.
And a good smart move by Brown right there. Nobody open, just try to throw it to your nearest receiver, so no intentional grounding. Be 2nd and 10 for the Skyhawks.
And the Wildcats next week travel up Route 44 to take on the also undefeated Mingo Central Miners, coached by David Jones. And that'll be a clash of titans here in AA on Minor Mountain. So 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4:57 left to go in quarter number 1. The duo of Browns in the backfield. Jeremiah Brown keeps it. He'll fall forward for maybe half a yard. As you had Mason Brown also in the gun with him, rushing up the middle for a little bit of additional protection. The clock will continue to run. It is 3rd down. We've got a good crowd tonight here on Middleburg Island. A good student section from both Logan and Scott. It is homecoming night here for the Wildcats. Last week was homecoming for Scott High School. They'll hand it off to Mason Brown. He'll run up the left side, get knocked out of bounds by a couple of Wildcats. Gain of about
2.
It'll be 4th and 9, or sorry, 4th and 7.
Fourth and 8 for the Skyhawks here. Big 4th down. See what Jeremiah Brown can do as sends the man in motion. Gets a snap, fakes the sweep, rolls out right.
Blocked
by Jack Ball.
And Jack and Rob Ball, who have been a force to be reckoned with. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the thing is, the Wildcats, I've watched most of their games this year, except maybe one. And they have been able to get so much pressure with just 4 guys that they've not had to run any blitzes, or not many blitzes this year, as they're able to spend most of their resources back in the secondary. This is going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 22.
Logan takes over on their 22-yard line. Their fourth possession already of this game.
Basin sends Lambert in motion. He'll hand it off on the sweep. Gets around one Skyhawk. He'll break. He's got some green in front of him, and he'll fall forward. Gain of about 20 on the play. That'll be a Wildcat first down as the clock continues to trickle.
Gain of 19 for Lambert, and surprised the Skyhawks didn't catch on to that as the tailback went to the left side of the field and pretty much as a wing. That's pretty much been jet sweep the whole time for the Wildcat season.
Yeah, and that play has been money most of the year. As they'll hand this one off to Kenny. Kenny gets past a host of Skyhawks. He'll get a first down out to the 45, and the 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Had a hard time with math today, Grayson.
As the Wildcats not passing it, but rushing it down the Skyhawks as I have to do some math on that, but it's going to be the third first down of the first quarter.
Haven't really needed to get any for most of the game.
Gain of 24 on that play.
Back in the gun. Wildcats take the snap. Basin drops back. Kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy with the juke. We'll get Laundry all over the field.
Did you see that arm for that backside referee?
I did.
He threw that flag from the 10 and it landed at the 35.
The wall was kind of in my way, and I thought that he was way closer than he was based on where that landed. We're going to get holding. This is going to be on the Wildcats, and they'll push him back. And that is the first flag of the game. We'd also like to welcome the Logan High School class of 2015 who's here celebrating their 10-year reunion. I was reminded by that as I just saw my younger brother walk by. Remember him telling me about that. Basin takes the snap, drops back, gets additional protection. He launches it downfield looking for Murphy. Just overshot. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Ball on their own, or ball on the Scott 45-yard line with 1:58 left to go in quarter number 1.
Basin had a man wide open, just overshot him. As a 2nd and 20, I wouldn't be surprised to see a run or maybe just a quick screen right here to try to get Basin back in the rhythm.
Yeah, trying to get him back in rhythm. He'll drop back. Short pass to Lambert. He reels it in. That'll give him about 8.
That's a good ball right there by Basin, and a better catch there by Lambert. A gain of 6 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats on the Scott Skyhawk 39.
We're going to get a substitution in the backfield for the Wildcats. Johnson comes in for Kenny. Assistant coach Gary Mullins calling in the plays from the sideline.
And they're going to take a timeout, looks like.
Yeah, play clock's at 2 seconds. They'll step aside and take a timeout. We'll take one too, but we'll actually keep things right here because we're going to thank all of our sponsors for tonight. We'd like to thank Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, West Virginia. Josh Jeffrey, sales rep for Thornhill. Williamson Auto Sales. Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy. Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency. Welcome Home Floral and Gifts. Mountaineer Gun and Tackle. Planum Tan. LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. Logan Bank and Trust. Genmar Services. Tug Valley Wellness. Markham and Remora. Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, 3 Guys Pizza in Williamson, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpets, White Eye Care in Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited as Basin drops back, loads it up, and throws, looking for Lucas Lambert, but we'll get a pass interference call on the Skyhawks. Would be my guess if I was a very confident guesser, which a lot of the times I am. I would say that would be pass interference from the Logan 10-yard line.
It's going to be an automatic first down, so 15 yards on the penalty. It's going to give them a first down by a yard.
And here's the thing. It is a skill for a quarterback to be able to throw the kinds of balls that will draw pass interference penalties. Joe Flacco, chief among them.
Speaking of Joe Flacco, I hope he does well with the Bengals.
Yeah, you're a Bengals guy, right?
Yep.
Yep. From my home to yours, I wish you the best of luck. I love Joe Flacco, and prayers for him behind your all's offensive line. They'll snap the ball, hand it off to Johnson. Johnson going to get about 4 on the carry. Is going to be 2nd and 6. 50 seconds left to go on the clock. 35 on the play clock. So they will have to run another play before going to the second quarter. Basin back in the gun. Two receivers to each side. 6 seconds on the play clock. Basin takes the snap, drops back, looking for Caden Justice, and he'll get him. Incomplete. That's going to be 3rd and 7. It looked like he had gotten the...
Justice had the ball in his hands, and a defensive back knocked it out. Justice thought when he had two feet on the ground, but he didn't have control.
Yeah.
You got to in the NFL and college. I don't know about high school, but you got to take that 3rd step.
Yeah.
To actually maintain control. And I think that's a great call by the official right there.
Yeah, when he went out of my line of sight, he had completed the pass, or it looked like he had completed the pass, but there's 9 seconds left to go. Wildcats with a 14-0 lead, 3rd and 7 from the Scott 21-yard line, as they'll try to get that one to Kenny. He bobbles it. It's going to be 4th down. And the Wildcats, I don't see any substitutions to get the special teams unit on the field.
And the score update, Chapmanville's homecoming is going great. Chapmanville up 27-0 with 11 seconds to go in the first quarter over the Man Hillbillies.
And that's always another good game, is the Man Chapmanville game. Basin takes the snap on 4th down, drops back, gets pressure, had his man wide open as the defenders were closing in right on the 1-yard line, but can't reel it all the way in. So as we get to the end of 1, the score is Logan 14, Scott 0. It'll be Skyhawk football when we come back right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
And we're back here in the second quarter of Logan High School's homecoming game against the cross-county or out-of-county rival, the Scott Skyhawks. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ here on the call tonight as the Logan Wildcats lead 14-0 at the beginning of quarter number 2. As it'll be Skyhawk football. Brown takes the snap, hands it off to number 21. That is Cooper Grant. It'll be tackled for a loss. And a good stand there on that first down from the Logan Wildcat defense.
Yeah, and Scott caught a huge break. Should have been 3 touchdowns by the Wildcats, just the receivers couldn't hold on to the football as Cooper Grant with the carry, a loss of 4 on the play.
A very uncharacteristic series of events, I guess you could say a series of unfortunate events for the Wildcats. He'll take the snap and he'll pull it himself. Brown tackled at the line to gain. Might get one. No, there's not going to be a gain at all. Yeah, they'll move it.
Got a gain of 2.
I kept waiting on the stick guy to move.
3rd and 12 on their own 19-yard line for the Skyhawks. See what happens here.
Not a place you want to be with this ferocious Wildcat defense when they are able to get so much pressure, especially with just their front 4, and they are able to score so quickly. As Brown takes the snap, drops back, dishes it out to Mason Brown, and he'll turn the Jets on, and he'll get a gain of about 20 on that play.
Just looked like a halfback screen. I want to mention from last week, Clay County did a lot of halfback receiver screens, but also Clay County did their bread and butter play, the quick 5 yards and out. And I mean, a good play right there, and a gain of 16 on the play. And the Skyhawks' second first down of the half.
So he'll take the snap, hand it off up the middle again. That's Brown. He'll get about 6 on that carry. 2nd and 4 for the Skyhawks.
As I will say, the past 2 plays for the Skyhawks, they might be getting some momentum. A gain of 6 on the play.
When you find a weakness in the defense or a unaffected area so far of the defense, and you see some vulnerability, you just want to keep attacking it and attacking it and attacking it. Back in the gun. And they'll take the snap. Can't get his man. That was number 13, Drake Daniels. Incomplete pass for the Skyhawks. That brings up 3rd down once again.
Yeah, and a pass you pretty much want back right there if you're Jeremiah Brown. Now it brings up a big 3rd down and 4. And from what I've been seeing the past 15 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to big old 34 Mason Brown.
When he gets some room, he can turn on the Jets. 2 receivers to the south side. They'll hand it off up the middle. And they'll look like the ball was loose.
They're going to say he's dead.
So it was down by contact.
4th and 3. A big 4th and 3 for the Skyhawks. And I think you got to go for it.
I was going to say that too, but I think they're
going to bring out the punt.
Bring out the punting unit. When you find yourself in this kind of a hole early, it's not an unmanageable deficit that they are in. But again, this Wildcat offense is so good and their defense is so good that points are really at a premium, and you need to bring them out as much as you possibly can. As that kick is up, and we're going to get and it'll stay with the Skyhawks because we're going to get roughing the kicker on the Wildcats.
That's going to be an automatic first down. It's going to be roughing the kicker or run into the kicker. It's going to be 5 or 15. But from the spot, it's going to be an automatic first down for the Skyhawks.
And Coach Booth and the guys not going to be happy about that one, as that was an unforced error. So that'll be first down Skyhawks.
And it's going to be run into the kicker, so it's only going to be 5 yards. But still, a backbreaker for the Wildcats. You think you want to get this football back and want to score more, but lucky for the Skyhawks.
8:45 left to go. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line, on their own 47-yard line. Skyhawks take the snap. Brown hands it off to Brown with the scoop. He'll get about 2 on the carry.
Good tackle by Braxton Wolford.
This Wildcat defense had a good stop, got him to 4th down, forced a punt, but again with the unforced error and the roughing the kicker penalty, gave the Skyhawks a fresh set of downs. Brown takes the snap, hands it off to Neal. He'll get about 3. Ryan Neal on the carry, who he's been pretty reliable for them, both in special teams and on offense. And he also had the interception earlier. So he has been a standout performer for the Skyhawks in all 3 phases of the game.
As a gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 6 from the Logan 49 is 7:20 left on the clock for this game. Delay a game.
So it's 3rd down. That's going to push him back even further. Make this 3rd and 11.
Bad penalty right there for the Skyhawks.
Wildcats holding to a 2-score lead. Brown takes the snap, moves around, tries to avoid pressure. Gets past one Wildcat, but going to get pushed out of bounds by number 55 for the Wildcats.
It's Braxton Wolford.
Wolford with the tackle.
It's going to be a loss of 1, so a sack for the Wildcat defense, and
4th and 12.
Now it brings out the punting unit.
Hopefully they can avoid a unnecessary miscue like the last time. Neal back to kick. The kick is up. Punt is good. We'll take a Skyhawk bounce and will be blown dead on the 16-yard line. So the Wildcats will take up this new set of downs, their next possession, on their own 16-yard line. 6:55 left to go here in quarter number 2 here on the D&D Sports Network.
As Logan's first possession of this quarter, about half the time left on it. 1st and 10 from their own 16s. Basin
takes the snap.
Murphy jet sweep to the right side. Flag laundry on the field. 30 and gets hit out about the 35, but it's going to be a hole. It's coming back on the Wildcats.
And that was a big play, too, for Zoe Murphy and the Wildcats. But that, like you said, will be taken back. That'll put them in even more negative yards. So now that'll push them way, way back on their own 8-yard line. The worst starting field position for the Wildcats all day.
It's going to be a half a distance from the goal, so they're going to get the ball 1st and 18 from their own 8-yard line. As Basin gets the snap, hands it off to Kenny. Kenny wrapped up, breaks out of the tackle, still fighting for yards, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. I think gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 18 for the Wildcats.
In the Skyhawks, making good use of their defensive skill set here deep in Wildcat territory. We're about 6:15 left until halftime. Basin in the backfield. Drops back in his own end zone. Kicks it out. And that's going to be complete to Caden Justice. It's going to make this 3rd and manageable. Be about 4.5. So the Wildcats, they needed that. They needed a good completion to get them a good chunk of yardage back after being pent up so far.
Be 3rd and 6, a gain of 14.
Basin drops back. He's going to get taken down, the first sack of the game by number 66 for the Skyhawks. That is Ethan Bowe, the senior for the Skyhawks.
And I don't want to be mistaken, but I think that was the first sack allowed by this Logan Wildcat offensive line this year.
So that's an incredible stat and a testament to how good their line is. The snap, the kick is up.
A little line drive.
And that will be good field position, starting field position for the Skyhawks. As now we're sitting at just over 4.5 minutes to go until halftime. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, West Virginia, Josh Jeffrey, sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessings and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Platinum Tan, LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. As Brown takes the snap, pulls, and he'll keep on going. He's got a first down. He'll get knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 13. I'd like to thank Logan Bank and Trust, Genmar Services, Tug Valley Wellness Center, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm, George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, as they'll send the man in motion, and they'll hand it off, and he'll get about 5 on that carry. That was number 13, Drake Daniels. Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpet, White Eye Care in Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lenore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and SVU Graphic, Stereo Video Unlimited, Graphics and Apparel. 2nd and 4 for the Skyhawks. Brown takes the drop back. He'll keep it, and he'll pull it and run. He'll be just shy of a first down. We'll say it's about 3rd and 1 with 3:30 left to go before halftime.
Good decision right there. Find the Skyhawks. 3:20 remaining on this clock. You have all 3 timeouts, and you get the ball to start the half. I want to try to run at least 2 minutes off this clock. And if you got to do it, you got to get this first down here. So a big 3rd down and 2 for the Skyhawks.
Send the man in motion. Takes the snap, keeps it again. He'll get the first down and a couple. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. First down for the Skyhawks in Wildcat territory. It's going to be on the Logan 29-yard line. And if our producer KJ just said that if Scott can punch this in right before halftime, that they will be able to be, and they'll get the ball back right after halftime. They'll be in a very manageable game when it looked like this was going to be out of hand from the get-go. Brown takes the snap. He keeps it, but he's looking for somebody. He gets pressure from Ball, and he'll get taken down. Number 61, Jack Ball. And I don't want to jinx it, Grayson, but we've only had, 2 penalties so far? So a welcome change of pace, pace of play, compared to some of the games that I've had the last few weeks where we have had flags aplenty. And it's and it's not that they've been poorly officiated games, because both teams had pretty even penalties called against them. A little heavy against Clay County last week, but they'll step aside and take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back with more Wildcat football action here on the D&D Sports Network.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
And we're back here on the island as the Wildcats holding on to a 14-0 lead that they've had since we were 18 seconds into the ball game, and scoring has been at a premium ever since then.
As a loss of 20 on the play from that big sack. Number 61, Jack Ball on the tackle. So 2nd and 20 for the Skyhawks. I'm surprised they took a timeout, not going to lie. as Brown fakes a jet, rolls out right, still scrambling, takes off running down the sideline, and steps out of bounds at about the 34, 35 yard or 36 yard line. And it's going to be a third down and about 14 on the play, so gain of 6 for the Skyhawks.
So another third down, another long situation for the Skyhawks. They've been able to convert several of these penalties and several of these predicaments that they have found themselves in. They'll take the snap. Bobbled. Going to be incomplete. That's going to be 4th and forever, 14 for the Skyhawks.
And to be honest with you, Zach, a minute 35 just seems like a lot of time left on this clock, especially with Logan having 2 timeouts. I mean, you took the timeout. You took the timeout way too early at minute 47. Then Jeremiah Brown scrambles and runs out of bounds to stop the clock. All you're doing is helping the Wildcats' case right now.
Yeah, that's true. The punt for the Skyhawks lands about the 15-yard line and bounces out of bounds. We've got a minute and a half, 90 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Wildcats with a 14-0 lead.
Score update down at Chapmanville. Chapmanville leads, 41-0.
Basin takes the snap. Out to Lambert, but he's going to drop it, and they'll say incomplete.
As Logan's receivers just haven't found a way to catch the football today.
No.
Basin has had great passes, just receivers not catching it all the way in today. Second and 10 from the 15. Basin gets the snap, hands it off Johnson right side, as he lowers the shoulder and gets about...
Looks like he's going to get the first down.
12 on the play. Johnson with a big run and for a Wildcat first down.
You know, one of the first games that I called this season for the Wildcats, he had 3 20-plus yard runs every time he got the ball, but there was always an adjacent holding penalty that always called him back. But he has been very helpful for the Wildcats this year. Basin with the pass, his intended receiver is Craddock. That's going to go out of bounds. 55 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. And at halftime, we will have a brief word from our sponsors, but then we will have the homecoming presentation brought to you by the Logan High School Administration Homecoming Court, the Logan High School Band, and our stadium PA announcer, Mr. Matt Carter. And that's all coming up in 55 seconds of game time. It might be more than 55 seconds, just as a disclaimer so nobody tries to sue us for false information. And Basin takes the snap, kicks it out to Lambert. Lambert with the stutter step, gets around 2 men, drags the other one with him, falls forward.
The Wildcats are going to take a timeout.
They'll take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. you can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
Back here on Middleburg Island, Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ, our producer. 45 seconds left to go. The Wildcats nursing a 14-0 lead as it is 3rd and 4 on their own 34-yard line. And we're going to get a false start on the Wildcats. That'll back them up.
Back up 5 yards, so 3rd and 9 from their own 29. As Basin gets the play call from Coach Gary Mullins.
Basin takes the snap, drops back, looks for a man, gets pressure, and that's the second sack of the night. And he'll be taken down. And some of the Scott sideline thought, or at least some of the players thought, that it might have been a fumble, but he'll be down by contact.
Some time went off that clock. So they're going to put, I would say, 36, 37 seconds back on the clock. As the Scott defensive line getting back there, I think it was 64 again. Landon Heiser for his second sack of the night, I'm pretty sure. As 4th and as they're waiting for it to get the clock fixed, I think.
I was wondering what was going on. We have an officials timeout.
39 seconds back on the clock. So they're going to add 5 seconds to it. As a 3rd and 4, then a false start, 3rd and 9 comes out to about a 4th and
40,000.
It ain't that long. As Combs back the punt for the Wildcats from his own 22, gets it away, and it's going to go out of bounds around the Logan 47. So Scott with 32.5 remaining, one timeout from the Logan 47-yard line.
If their line can withstand this pressure from the Logan defense, then they would be able to get to maybe, have a couple passes downfield, throw to the sideline on some short outs, and at least make this a one-score game before going into halftime, which they will get the ball back after our halftime break.
Well, I wouldn't do nothing stupid, I'll say that.
How would you define that?
I wouldn't take a deep shot.
Well, you never know. Making an arm punt when it's first down. Brown takes the snap. He'll scramble around to the right side of the field. Gets Neal. Neal going to get tackled by the Wildcats. That's going to be Levante Kinney credited with the tackle.
Like right there, it took 6 seconds off the clock, but you got about 6 yards. So if you can keep doing that and get around the 30-yard line with about 5 seconds left, that's when you take the deep shot.
As Brown and Grant in the backfield for the Skyhawks. Brown takes the snap, gets just missed, but he'll get brought down by Jack Ball.
See, that's...
And we have a timeout. That is going to be a timeout.
Questionable on that timeout. If I was the Scott coach, I would just let this clock run. You're only down 14, and from last week, what happened? A fumble from a 0-0 ball game, a fumble cost you 6 points in that 20-second span.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're pretty much in the same situation again as Jack Ball with his second sack of the night.
We'll step aside and take a quick break right after this here, and we'll be back right after this here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Ultimate Pond, located in Kermit, West Virginia, where we have all your firearm needs. Need cash? Trade in your gold today. From custom rifles and rifles accessories to the bare bone stock of pistols, we have it all. Come see us today at Ultimate Pond.
And we're back here on the D&D Sports Network.
17 seconds left to go. Brown in the gun, takes it, drops back. Short pass out to Mason Brown. He'll get about 8 on the carry. And we are going to roll right into halftime as the Logan Wildcats lead the Scott Skyhawks on homecoming night here on the island, 14-0. We'll step aside and we'll be back with the halftime show with the Logan High School band as well as the homecoming court here on Middleburg Island. You're listening to Logan Wildcat football on the D&D Sports Network.
Juliana O'Neill. Juliana is the daughter of Jennifer and Luke O'Neill of Holden. Juliana serves as the class secretary, is a member of the National Beta Club, and young wife. She plays tennis, attends St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church, and dances at the dance studio. After high school, Juliana plans to attend Stanford University to become a biomedical engineer. She wants to thank her classmates for their support. She wants you to remember that God created everyone with a purpose. Juliana is escorted by Colin Mullins, son of Darla and Tim Mullins of Low Mountain. Also representing the class of 2029, Kinley Tomlin. Kinley is the daughter of Kenny and Jamie Tomlin, a resident of Mitchell Heights. She is class president, cheers, plays softball, and is a member of the Beta Club. After high school, Kinley plans to attend the University of Kentucky, major in public relations, and have a career in media and communications. She would like to thank everyone who voted for her and say it's an honor to represent the freshman class. She would like to thank her parents for always supporting her and thank God for the many blessings in her life. She's being escorted by Sandra McClung, son of Eric and Dashi McClung of Mount Gay. Representing the sophomore class, Bailey Atkins. Bailey is the daughter of Brandon and Brittany Atkins of Buckthorn. She is a member of the state champion Logan High Cheercats, Beta Club, and Prayer Club. After high school, Bailey plans to attend college to be an elementary school teacher. She wants to thank her family for always supporting her. She always wants to thank all her friends that voted for her. Bailey is escorted tonight by Jake Donahue, son of Dennis and Stephanie Donahue of White's Edition. Also representing the class of 2028, Jenna Hatfield. Jenna is the daughter of Christian Brown and Chad Hatfield. A resident of Mitchell Heights, she plays basketball, is a member of the Beta and Prayer Clubs, and attends Freedom United Baptist Church. After high school, Jenna plans to attend Marshall University and become a nurse practitioner. She wants to thank everyone who voted for her and supported her. She is thankful for this opportunity and wants to remind you to always put God first. Jenna is escorted by Owen Bryant, the son of Amber and William Bryant of Bexville. Representing the junior class, Mackenzie Booth. Mackenzie is the daughter of Wendy and Dana Booth of Bonneville. She cheers for state champ Cheercats, is a member of the Beta Club, English, Math, Science, and National Honor Societies. Additionally, she attends Mount Olive Free Baptist Church. After graduation, she plans to become a nurse. Mackenzie would like to thank God for his blessings, her mom for being such a good role model, and her family and friends for always supporting her. And finally, the class of 2027 for giving her this opportunity. She is escorted tonight by Tyler Oney, son of April and Trevi Oney of Chapmanville. Also representing the class of 2027, Carly Thompson. Carly is the daughter of Sandy Thompson of Mitchell Heights. She plays volleyball, is a member of the Beta Club English, Math, Science, and National Honor Societies. She attends the First Christian Church in Logan. After high school, she plans to attend college to become an RN. Carly wishes to thank her friends and family, and especially her mom for always giving her the confidence to try new things. Carly has been escorted tonight by Crew Blankenship, son of Ashley and Jason Blankenship of Holden. Representing the senior class, McKenna Gordy. McKenna is the daughter of Leslie and Amy Goldie. She attends West Logan Church, plays tennis, and is a member of Theta and prayer clubs, science, English, math, and National Honor Societies. After graduation, she plans to attend Marshall University, get a degree in communication disorders, to eventually become a speech pathologist. McKenna would like to thank God and her wonderful family for all the opportunities she's been given. She also wants to thank her Mimi for the lasting impact that she's left on her life. She's being escorted by Noah Canterbury, the son of April Canterbury of Lenore. Also representing the class of 2026, Katie Parsons. Katie is the daughter of Barbie Lewis of Logan. She is a member of Beta, Math, and National Honor Societies. She plans to continue her education at Marshall University, where she will study to become a detective. Katie wants to thank her mom and aunt Mom for making everything possible. She is being escorted by Jesse Hensley, son of Ashley Gunnels of Logan. The selection of Mr. Wildcat is an annual fundraiser for and run by the cheerleaders. Students declare their candidate by putting change in matching jars at lunch. This year, Mr. Wildcat, representing the class of 2026, is Tanner Akers. Tanner is the son of Miranda and Justin Akers of Hewitt. He plays football and baseball for Logan High and attends Monco Free-Will Baptist Church. After high school, he plans to attend college to eventually become a CRNA. He wants to thank God and his parents for everything they do for him. He's being escorted by our 2025 Logan High School homecoming queen, Kylie Curry. Kylie is the daughter of Carrie and Levi Curry of Logan. She cheers for the 2024 AA State Champion Logan High School Cheercats. Is a member of the Beta Club and FCA. She is part of the New Life Free-Will Baptist Church Youth Group. She plans to attend Marshall University and earn a bachelor's degree and become an elementary school teacher. She wants to thank her amazing family, her friends and teachers. Most importantly, she wants to thank God for blessing her beyond measure. She is being escorted by Mr. Wildcat, Tanner Akers, the son of Miranda and Justin Akers of Hewitt. Assistant Principal Kelly Stanley with crowning is Miss Pam Roseby, Logan High School's 2024 Homecoming Queen.
Welcome back to the D&D Sports Network. As some stats for you here. Number 17, Jeremiah Brown, 3 for 7 on the night, 28 yards. 5 first downs total for the Scott Skyhawks. 2 flags for 20 yards and 20 rushes for a grand total of 60 yards. 88 yards on the night, 5 first downs. One turnover, excuse me. 1 turnover for the Skyhawks. As for the Logan Wildcats, Adam Basin, 6 for 14, 46 yards on the night, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Only 6 rushes for the night, 56 yards, though, so I plan to see some more run game for the Logan Wildcats. 5 first downs as well, also 4 flags for 28 yards and 1 turnover as well. So 14-0 Wildcats here. Got a minute 40 till the start of the third quarter. We'll be back right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Okay. And we're back here on the D&D Sports Network. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, Josh Jeffrey, the sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Platinum Tan, LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, Logan Bank and Trust, Gin-Mar, Tug Valley Wellness, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm with George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpets, White Eye Care of Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lemoore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto in Kermit, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited, Graphics and Apparel. Thank you for being sponsors and enabling us to bring you all the greatest athletic events across the mountains here on the premier sports location on the internet, Al Gore's internet, the D&D Sports Network, as we are ready and set to kick off. The Logan Wildcats lead 14-0 over the Skyhawks. It is homecoming night, and they are ready to pursue being 6-0 for the first time since World War II.
That's a new one.
1944 was the last time the Logan Wildcats were 6-0. Harry Truman was president of the United States, or I can't remember if that was the last year of FDR's presidency or not, so somebody in the comments will have to double-check me on that. I am a history major. I spent 4 years studying history, but sometimes we never had to know dates or anything, so sometimes it gets a little wonky there. But the Skyhawks, we're going to re-kick. The Skyhawks coming in here at 1-4. However, they have played exceptionally well. They've been able to burn the clock, keep the time moving. Defense has held their own for the most part. Logan has not scored since we were 17 seconds into the game, but they had already scored 2 touchdowns by that point, as they will fall on their ball on their own 40-yard line. The Skyhawks will have their first possession of the second half of football right here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. It's 2 seconds rolled off the clock, and we are ready to go. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ here on the D&D Sports Network. And the Logan Wildcats, which are 5-0 for the first time since 1990, 35 years since they have been 5-0. Coach Nick Booth is his first year as the head coach of the Logan Wildcats, and they'll snap that. They'll hand that off to Daniels.
Yeah, and that's going to be a horse collar.
And they'll bring him down. But again, like Grayson said, that is going to be a horse collar. So that'll give some leeway to this Scott High School offense.
Yeah, and that's going to be penalty number 6 on the night for the Wildcats. 48 yards in total.
And you know, it's not great to have 48 yards of penalties, but it is not nearly the most that we've had in any of the games we've done so far this year. So it's Brown back in the backfield. Takes the snap. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll get sacked by Jack Ball from the Logan Wildcats.
He gets sacked, you said?
Yes. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
It looks like maybe a loss of 1 on the play. 46 and a half, 45 yard line as Brown gets a snap, jet sweep on the right side. A Boyd drop ball and still loses about 3 on the play.
So Daniels gets stood up there. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Skyhawks. And you know, Grayson, I feel like we've heard the 3rd down Halloween-themed music a lot tonight, but the Skyhawks have so far been able to convert a significant percentage of their 3rd downs, whether by penalty or by a big chunk play, either in the air or usually on the ground.
I'll tell you who we haven't heard tonight, and that's Raw Ball. He hasn't been much for action at all. Back pass and incomplete off the hands of Braxton Wolford. So 4th and 13 now for the Skyhawks, and pretty much a 3 and out besides that penalty for the Skyhawks.
So they'll send out the punt team. Neal back to kick for the Skyhawks. You know, my senior year of high school, I was part of the rebirth of WLHS, the broadcasting class at Logan High, and it was homecoming week, my senior year, 2012. That kick is up, and they're going to let it bounce. He touched it.
Did he touch it? No signal. Logan got away with 1. Justice didn't know if he wanted to take it or just let it go. And kind of put a hand up. You didn't know if he accidentally took it.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell.
So Logan gets a break, and they'll take over on their own 5-yard line.
I don't know if I would call that too much of a I don't know if I would call that too much of a break. Not for the Wildcats, a break for the Skyhawks for sure. But it was 2012, and it was homecoming week, and I was like, tonight the Logan Wildcats take on the Scott High School Seahawks. And I heard my producer in the control room just cackle and laughing, and I didn't realize what I had done until after. And he was like, "Did you say the Seahawks?" And I'm like, "Oh, my bad." And a good pass there.
Flag on the play on the far side. This can be an offsides or something, or a legal formation. So illegal formation
And so
on the
that'll-
Wildcat. So that's going to be half a distance.
So it's going to be 2.5.
We'll say the 3.
Wildcats not in a great spot. Basin having to snap from his own end zone. He's got Kenny in the backfield in the gun. Basin takes the snap, hands it off to Kenny. Kenny cuts up field, gets away from the danger zone. Gain of about 3, we'll call it 4 on the carry.
And Kenny, a great move, because if not, he's stuck back there in the end zone. That's probably going to be a safety for the Skyhawks. So a gain of about 5 on the play. Be second.
Second and 7, yeah. And they're I'm sure they are glad to have that little bit of a buffer away from their own end zone. Grayson takes the snap. Basin takes the snap. Hands it off to Kenny. Kenny gets one cut, gets by a set of Skyhawks. And he'll get a first down by about half a yard. And that'll be a new set of downs on their own 12-yard line.
I wish I was taking a snap, Zach. I mean, wish I could be playing the sport again, not going to lie.
Right.
As a gain of 9 for Kenny. First and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
Basin in the gun. Takes the snap off to Kenny. Kenny bulldozes his way through the Skyhawk defense. He'll get about 5 on the carry. And you know, I told that Seahawks story a few minutes ago. I have to slow myself down when I'm doing a Scott game because I think about that and I trip myself up and I almost say Seahawks almost every time. You'd think, doing this for 13, 14 years, I would have gotten out of that.
That's a lot bigger mistake than what I told you I did.
Basin in the loaded gun takes the snap. Back to Kenny. And he'll get taken down for a loss. It'll be third down.
Loss of 7 on the play. 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats.
And
as the Scott defense has, be honest with you, Zach, has been pretty much in control of this game.
They have. And, we saw the same thing last week. You had a really good Mingo Central team that came into Madison, took on the Skyhawks, and the Skyhawks held them scoreless until about 2 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. Basin with the long bomb down to Justice, and it is incomplete.
Another drop ball by a Wildcat receiver.
And that has been their Achilles heel so far tonight, Grayson. They've made contact. They've had good spacing. They've had good reads. It's just been the matter of, and they'll bring in the punt team.
So 4th and 8. Now on the play.
However, the first 17 seconds of the game was stellar. Stellar performance. And the Wildcats, you're in a good place. You've got a 2-score lead here over your out-of-county rival, the Skyhawks. So that's going to take a Wildcat bounce and drop dead at about the 43-yard line. 6:42 left to go. Somebody's changed the scoreboard to it says 10-0 instead of 14-0.
That's Jack Bailey.
Coach Bailey's been the scorekeeper for the Wildcats for a long time. And just on a personal note, one of the best people that I've ever known. He was my driver's ed teacher, my assistant principal in middle school.
Still does driver's ed.
And Brown runs that up the middle. He'll get about 3.
There's that arm.
I was about to say, he launched that. He threw about 15 yards with that flag.
That's a face mask. I seen it play.
That's going to be a face mask. That is going to be on the Wildcats.
So that's going to be their 8th or 9th penalty this game. I'm not sure. I'll have to count them up again.
So the Wildcats, again, have one of the best defenses in the coalfields in high school football. But today they have been they've still done well. I mean, they've held their opponent scoreless now through 2.5 quarters. But not the same explosiveness that we're used to seeing getting off the ball on defense. They got 5 on the line now. Take the snap.
And there's Rob Ball.
And his presence has been missing. He's been on the field, but this Scott offensive line has been able to really neutralize him and his effectiveness so far.
That's pretty much the first time we called him, to be honest.
Yeah, and
we called his brother a lot.
We have. We have said a lot about Jack Ball, and normally it's a lot of Rob Ball, a little bit of Jack, but tonight it's been a lot of Jack and a little bit of Rob. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Brown in the gun, takes a snap, checks it down to Neal. Neal gets about 5 on the carry. So that is going to be 3rd. Again, we've got the 3rd down, the danger zone, Halloween music. It is, October, spooky season. It's 3rd and 5 for the Skyhawks. The Wildcats are going to be looking to pin their ears back. Four on the defensive line, send Neal in motion. The snap, fakes the handoff. Nice jump pass. And it's going to be incomplete. Both teams struggling to hold on to the ball, and we do have another flag on the play.
This can be roughing the passer, probably. Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
Another face mask for the Wildcats.
So we've been almost 8 minutes into this quarter. Scott has 3 first downs, all on penalties in this first quarter. Or this third quarter, excuse me.
It has, and the Wildcats have again had some struggles here on both sides of the ball. But again, a win tonight would be the first time since 1944 that the Logan Wildcats have been 6-0. They'll get that out to Mason Brown. He cuts up the middle for a first down. We'll get a flag.
That backside official again.
He's like, I want everybody to see what kind of an arm I got.
I'm going to guess that's a hold. And that's the thing. We have 8 referees tonight. You never see 8 referees in a high school football match, pretty much. And that's going to be a hold on the Skyhawks.
That'll push them back. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
He's a better quarterback than Carson Beck.
Hey, listen, they're doing good.
Oh, my goodness. I know I just didn't hear a Florida State fan.
And our resident Seminoles fan, Grayson, throwing some shade at cross-state rival. And there's going to be a fumble.
It's still on the ground.
I think the Wildcats have it. We'll see.
They're going to rule Scott has it. I see a second down. Recovered by 77. And I don't have a 77.
And a good way to recoup there for the Skyhawks. And had it not been for that holding penalty, they would have been in striking distance, ready to get their first points of the game, cut this lead down to a one-score game, Grayson.
Yeah, a loss of 3 on the play.
The snap. Brown keeps it. He'll get about 4. Can't get out of bounds. Clock will keep running. It'll be 4th down.
Be 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd and about, let's see, ball on the 28. So 3rd and 18, gain of 5 for Jeremiah Brown.
And the Skyhawks, again, both teams really have been plagued by some self-inflicted errors today. Scott has really been able to control the clock. They'll snap it. The pass over the hands of Mason Brown and over number 13 for the Wildcats, Mason Spence. Wildcats trying to latch onto some more momentum and push this game out of reach, as we're now 2.5 minutes left to go. Here in quarter number 3, it is 4th and 18 for the Skyhawks. And you're at this point of the game, 4th and 18, you got to go for it.
Big time.
I mean, you don't have to do anything. I'm not the coach. I'm not
They're going to take a
telling
timeout.
anybody what to do. They'll take a timeout. We'll step aside and take one, too, and we'll be back right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
5 times is a charm. Congratulations to the awesome team at Precision Heating, Cooling, Electrical for earning its 5th National Best of the Best Award for customer satisfaction, the only HVAC company in West Virginia to earn our award for 5 straight years. If you need heating, cooling, electrical work, a fantastic generator, residential or commercial, done right at a fair price by honest experts, remember the name, Precision Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Visit PreciseHeatingCooling.com for an appointment. Precision, the best of the best, again.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
And we're back here on Middleburg Island. The Wildcats up 14-0, 4th and forever for the Skyhawks. Brown snaps it, picked off by the Wildcats.
Bentley Williamson.
And Williamson turns around and comes the other way with a big-time defensive stop for the Wildcats.
There's 2 flags on the play, though. This could be, it's probably after the play. I can see a blindside block, a block in the back right here, possibly. See what happens here. Personal foul, blindside block.
That'll push the Wildcats back.
So, an interception by Williamson took it back to about the 22-yard line, 20-yard line. A blindside block will bring it back half a distance to about the 10.
Wildcats being well acquainted here in this second half, as this is their second possession within about 15 yards of their own end zone. Basin takes the snap, dishes it out to Lambert. A big gain on that play will be first down Wildcats.
Was that a throw?
Yes.
Okay. I missed it. So a gain of 12 on the play, and the Wildcat second first down of the third quarter.
Basin in the backfield. Snaps it out to Justice. He's going to cut up field. Did he get a first down before he stepped out of bounds? They will place it just on the other side, so it'll be first down Wildcats, moving the ball quickly down that right hash line.
So 2 plays, 2 first downs. A gain of 11 right there for Justice.
And a minute 45 left to go in quarter number 3. Wildcats keeping a little tempo going. Takes the snap. This one out to Zoe Murphy. It's going to be bobbled. Incomplete.
Just another ball dropped by a receiver. Next week, if I'm Logan, I would practice catching the ball first and then taking off downfield. So
next week, the Wildcats travel to Minor Mountain to take on the Mingo Central Miners, the also undefeated Mingo Central Miners. And then they'll be back here for senior night against the undefeated Chapmanville Tigers. Long ball downfield, bobbled. It's a 50-50 ball, but that's going to be batted to the ground, incomplete for the Wildcats, and that'll be third down.
That was good coverage out there by number 12, Hunter Woodrum, the senior, is one-on-one with Lambert and just knocks it down. So 3rd and 10. Logan on their 34-yard line here.
And let's talk about the Scott Skyhawks. Their record, coming in at 1-4, but it is a very deceptive 1-4. They've had a very good defense. They were able to move the ball pretty well on offense as Basin drops back, gets pressure from Brown. Pass is going to be incomplete. That's going to be 4th and 10. So they will probably bring out their punting unit, and they will.
So 2 plays and 2 first downs turns out to 3 incomplete passes and a punt for the Wildcats with 1:27 left in this third quarter.
Take the snap. It's a low punt, or it's a low snap. Good punt. Land about the 40, 39-yard lines where it will be spotted. The Skyhawks will take over from here. And again, we'd like to thank all of our friends and listeners from both Logan and Mingo counties. Our friends in Mingo County are on a bye week this week. And Mingo Central are on a bye this week. And so I'm sure they're watching, gaining some information on their upcoming opponent. The Wildcats again on at Mingo Central next week. And that game will be at 7:30. And then the week after that, we'll be back here for the last home game of the season. And senior night, as they'll wrap up the quarterback. A nice sack there from Rob Ball, making his presence known again for his second sack this evening. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play. But it's, depending on what happens next week, the Wildcats could come in here, and depending also on what happens this week, because there's still a whole full quarter left, as we're 48 seconds left. We'll probably get one more snap from the Skyhawks, and we'll take this to the end of quarter number 3. He'll take the snap. They'll hand it off, keep it on the ground, run up the middle. He'll get, we'll call it a yard. So that's going to be 3rd and about 13 to go, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight. We'd like to thank Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, Josh Jeffrey, the sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Platinum Tan, LA Lawn Care and Premium or Pressure Washing, Logan Bank and Trust, Genmar Services, Tug Valley Wellness, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza in Williamson, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, The Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpet, White Eye Care of Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lenore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited Graphics and Apparel. Thank you all for being proud sponsors of Mountain Athletics and of D&D Sports. Now, we've got our last set of 12 minutes left on the clock. It is the 4th quarter. It is 3rd down and 12 for the Skyhawks. Wildcats rush with 4. We got a flag on the play. Brown scrambles around. He'll get a first down, but we'll see what the call is because we do have a flag on the play.
I'm going to guess holding.
It's a safe bet, Grayson.
Yeah, and Scott's moving back, so no, chop block.
And the Skyhawks will get pushed back.
Chop block was the call, so they got the first. Let's see what happens here.
All right. Well, we've got some police officers speeding off of the island. We've got some live action. A friend of mine lived in town for several years, and he would always say, "Hey, after they canceled the show, Cops," he would say, "You want to come over and watch Cops?" And I said, "It's not on anymore." And he said, "Yeah, it's on my porch." We've got some more police action. Not on the field. This is all off the field and evidently off the island.
That's like what, the 4th or 5th call?
Yeah, we've got about our 5th police officer that has left the island. It is 3rd down and 22.
It's farther than that. I hate to say it.
Oh yeah.
Should be 3rd and 28. That's new quarterback in there.
He'll take the snap. That is Neal.
Oh!
He'll get about 6. But a big hit there. And we've got a timeout from the officials. We'll step aside and take one too. We'll be back in just a moment on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern Coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here on Middleburg Island. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ here with the D&D Sports Network. 11:45 left to go in in the game. The Logan Wildcats lead 14-0. It is 4th and 18 for the Skyhawks. And they are going to punt, I believe.
It was Tiff who say that Jack Ball got a piece of it, and that will
and
up. Jackson McClung, I'm sorry, what that was Jackson McClung.
One of the Wildcats, they're going to say it will be.
They said it was a tip punt, and Neal fell down trying to get a roughing the kicker, run into the kicker call, and the white hat Wilkinson said he flopped. He did a basketball move in a football game.
Now it is first down, the Wildcats' first possession here in quarter number 4.
So that was a punt of 3 yards, Zach.
Wow.
They punted at the 31, went to the low. They punted at the Scott 31 and went to the Scott 34.
Baisden takes the snap, drops back, launches it to Zoe Murphy, and he has it. Murphy gets it, pulls it in right on the 2-yard line, or maybe the 1-yard line. And that is going to be first and goal for the Logan Wildcats for the first time since 17 seconds in the game.
So first and goal from the 1. Logan with her 2-back specialist. Basin gets the snap, hands it off to Kenny. Kenny wrapped up in the backfield and a loss of 4 on the play.
So Wildcats, it's going to be 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal, but 5 yards to go. Baisden takes the snap, and he looks for Zoe Murphy in the end zone.
That was Justice.
Or Justice, sorry, I thought I saw number 3. That was going to be incomplete. 10:34 left to go.
And it looked like he had the ball, Zach.
Well, that's what I thought too.
In his hands again, he's dropped it. So 3rd and 5, or 3rd and goal from the Scott 5. You would take 3 right here. I hate to say it. Take 3, make it a 3-possession game with 10:30, about 10:20 left on this clock. But 7 will help much. Basin gets a snap. 3-step drop, looking right, throws, caught!
Touchdown. Oh, we got a flag on the play.
I think this could be offensive pass interference.
But they will call it on the defense, is what the back judge is saying. And the Wildcats make this a 20-0 ball game.
So a 5-yard pass from Basin to Lambert, and he scores.
Got about 10 minutes left to go here in the game. Wildcats back to kick. It's Craddock.
We're going to have a wait for the clock again, probably. As we're still waiting for the clock, I'm assuming. There we go.
I was going to say, I was like, nothing's changing. Craddock back to kick. Kick is up, and it's good. Makes this a 3-score ball game. Logan 21, Scott 0. 10:15 left to go. We'll be back right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Getting ready for sports means protecting those eyes. Up to 90% of sport-related eye injuries can be prevented with proper eye protection. White Eye Care knows this and is committed to providing the best protective sportswear for your child's eyes. As a proud sponsor of our community sports programs, we want to see our kids protected, from the little ones up to the big leagues. Our huge selection of eyewear makes finding that perfect pair easy. So win big this season. Call White Eye Care in Logan for an appointment today.
And we're back here on the island. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ, our producer. Here is the Logan Wildcats are looking to go 6-0 for the first time since 1944. 1944, a big year for Bing Crosby, Grayson. The number one song was Swinging on a Star by Bing Crosby, and the number one movie in 1944, the highest grossing film that year, was Going My Way, starring, you guessed it, Bing Crosby, and it won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Bing Crosby. And that was the last time the Wildcats were 6-0, as that kick's going to roll out of bounds.
As they kicked it off from the 45-yard line because of the pass interference call. But if they're going to kick it out of bounds, they might put this back to about the 50 to kick it again.
And 21-0, the Wildcats with an incredible offensive drive that last possession to put this one, anything's possible, but they've put this one pretty far out of reach with 10 minutes left to go here in the game. Points have been hard to come by.
See what happens here. Looks like they're going to re-kick it.
We're just taking our time.
I want to go home.
I have bad news, Grayson.
Still got 10 minutes.
You're not going home.
No.
Not yet. But this is earlier, and I don't want to jinx it, but it does look like we'll get out earlier than we have the last few weeks.
That's true.
It's just now 9 o'clock, so.
Could be worse.
But we love high school football. We love the honor and the opportunity to bring it to your phones and TVs and wherever you may be watching this game.
False start. Went across the line before. So they're going to back up another 5 yards. So they kicked off from the Scott 45. Now they're on the Logan 45. Let's see if we can make it one more. Just start back to normal.
Yeah, let's. That is what we're doing. Again, 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Kick is up.
And
that'll be a good one. That's going to roll all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
So we did all that for that.
a lot of theatrics.
Why can't we just do it the first time? But hey,
listen, that's why we're up here in the booth. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the
Panthers.
Skyhawks. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going through the Rolodex of Coalfield mascots in my head. For the Skyhawks, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Brown takes the snap. A ball downfield that's going to be knocked out of bounds or swatted down by number 21 for the Wildcats, Noah Coombs.
And good sign he is back on the field. He's the one that took the injury, that walked off on his own power.
Yeah.
So good sign is he's back on the field playing.
It is. And last week, the Wildcats had 8 takeaways. Braden Craddock had 3 interceptions. Easton Craddock had 3 interceptions for the Wildcats in their big win over 14th ranked Clay County. Takes the snap, hands it off to Brown, runs up to the right hash mark, gets about, we'll call it 2. It is 3rd down, 3rd and 8. Wildcats looking to tee off on this one. Wildcats bringing a little extra help up front. The rush, trying to get to Brown. He's got some good protection. Makes some room with his feet, but he'll be brought down out of bounds by Bentley Williamson.
And that's going to be a sack for Williamson. So Williamson has a pick and now a sack on the night. So
this is going to be 4th and some ways to go. So but you're at you're 3 scores down now. So
as we have an injured player on the field.
So we'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
And we're back here. 4th and 11, the punt from Neal and the Skyhawks. That'll take a friendly Wildcat bounce, and they will fall back. The Skyhawks will fall on it at the Scott 48-yard line. Wildcats lead 21-0. From our friendly neighborhood, Joe Kinzer, who has hidden knowledge, is what it feels like, an encyclopedic knowledge of Coalfield sports history. If Scott gets shut out tonight, it will be 3 straight games, and the last time that happened was in 1962. Part of me has always thought, because I've known Joe back in our respective radio days, and part of me thinks that he just has this all locked away in his head. He doesn't have to actually look it up. Thank you, Joe, for that. The Wildcats, again, are sitting at 5-0 for the first time since 1990.
And that will be Scott's fourth. If this happens, it'll be Scott's fourth shutout on the year.
Basin takes the snap, fakes the handoff, ends around. He'll get, looks like he'll get 8 is what they'll give him credit for. The Wildcats looking to hold on, 7 minutes, 40 seconds left. The last time that they were 6-0, Franklin Delano Roosevelt had just won his 4th term, the only president to serve more than 2 terms, had just won his 4th term, or 4th election to become president of the United States. World War II had not ended yet. And so the Wildcats and Coach Booth and his staff looking to break unprecedented territory. Well, I guess it is, but it's been a while.
Pass from Basin caught by Murphy, and it's going to be a Wildcat first down.
A good play. It'll be gain of 5. $7:15, 15 seconds left to go on the play clock. A loaded gun for the Wildcats as we've got the 9:15 train going by in the background. They'll hand it off
to
Johnson for a gain of about 2.5, 3.
I hear the FSU war chant. Had to mention it.
Joe Kinzer said history lesson was his favorite subject.
Mine too, Joe. Basin in the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, gets pressure, gets the ball up, and it's caught.
Braden
Craddock able to pull it in, and that'll be a touchdown for the Wildcats. And an incredible play, explosive. And that's what this Wildcat offense has predicated themselves on, explosive plays from the line of scrimmage, just like this. That's been their breadwinner all year long, to put them in positions like this to blow opponents away. As the snap is off. The kick is up, and it is good. That makes this a 28-0 ball game. 6 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in the ball game. We'll step aside and take a quick break where you're listening to Logan Wildcat football action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you've been catering to an owed injury, or you're tired of them nagging aches and pains, come by and see us at Hill Chiropractic. Dr. Brian Mallory is erasing the pain out of his patients' lives. We look forward to seeing you at one of our locations in Madison and Logan. Hill Chiropractic, making lives better. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
And we are back here on the D&D Sports Network. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, and KJ, our producer, here on the island. The kick is up and is going to be fielded. Very short kick, and we're going to get a flag. Imagine that.
Yeah, and here probably comes some scuffles. And if you're Logan, you don't want to get into anything as you play Mingo next week. You can let Scott do as much as they want.
This is not a good sign. There's Coach Dolan.
So the last time that Logan was 6-0, McDonald's had not opened yet anywhere. Had not been invented or started.
And I don't know if you saw it or not, Zach, but one of Scott's teammates just threw a punch at one of their own players. As Coach Dolan about on the 30-yard line to the far side talking to one of his players, just letting the emotions get to you.
6:04 left to go. The Wildcats with a 4-touchdown lead over the Skyhawks, 28-0. Skyhawks move a tight end in motion. Receiver sweep, high snap, and Brown will fall down on top of his ball. That's going to be a loss of 10 on the play. So that'll keep the clock moving. We're at 5.5 minutes left to go. Brown takes the snap.
Oh, ball's free again on the ground.
We're going to get a fumble.
Logan's going.
And the Wildcats get the ball back.
Robert Mead. Was it Robert Mead or Braxton Wolford?
Braxton Wolford was the one that came away with it.
Looked like Robert Mead held the ball up. I wasn't for sure.
So that is going to be first down for the Wildcats just inside their own red zone. Looks like it's going to be on the 19-yard line, the same place that they kicked off their first full-fledged offensive possession from at the beginning of the game, after they had already scored a touchdown off of the opening kickoff. Basin back in the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson, but the ball comes loose. Basin will get it. And, you know, the games between these two, and the score is very misleading if you're just tuning in. Logan has scored twice in the last couple of minutes. Of game time.
Is Joe getting facts as hand off the cross Con on the left side. He's going to run out of bounds by a gain of 4 or 5 on the play.
So in 1944, the Logan Wildcats defeated Mate 1, Portsmouth, Ohio, Huntington Central, Milton, Scott, 25-6, and Mullins on the equivalent of next weekend.
So
one went 7-0, and then dropped the last 3 to South Charleston, and Williamson. Charleston, which eventually became Capital High School.
So 2 schools?
Do what?
2 schools still exist?
Of this list, let's see. Two schools. Two of the schools that Logan played in.
South Charleston and Scott.
South Charleston and Scott.
As Con with the carry, loss of 4.
But the Wildcats have played amalgamations of some of these other teams. Like Mate 1, or they will, like Mate 1, win in Domingo Central. And they'll play them next week as a battle of the undefeateds. Milton became Cabell Midland.
As the pass intended to Justice picked off.
And following that season, in 1945, the Wildcats they had 3 wins and a tie, and the rest losses. Had 4 wins in 1946, and in 1947, they had 3 wins as well. Thank you to our trusted friend, Mr. Joe Kinzer, for the stats. 2:50 left to go here in the game. We're going to get some substitutions on both sides of the ball. The snap for the picked off. Bentley Williamson turns it in for a touchdown. And that'll be touchdown number 5 on the evening for the Wildcats. Their first pick 6 of the night. 2:42 left to go, and the Wildcats have pulled ahead 34-0. Here on homecoming night, have a good crowd. Scott travels very well, so they have a good crowd. Logan has a good crowd. And the Wildcats scored in the first 17 seconds. 2 touchdowns in the first 17 seconds. Were scoreless till near the end of the third quarter. And now, in just the last few minutes, that kick is up and good. Makes it 35-0. And we would like to take a second and thank our sponsors who have made this night possible. We'd like to thank Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, Josh Jeffrey, the sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Platinum Tan, LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, Logan Bank and Trust, Genmar, Tug Valley Wellness, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpet, White Eye Care in Logan, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lenore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto in Kermit, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited. Thank you all for everything that you do. As the Wildcats now holding on to a 35-0 lead coming off.
That's a running clock now, right?
Yeah, running clock up 35. I'm going to try to finish this real quick.
Coming off of a pick 6 from Bentley Williamson. Brown in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll rush it up the middle. He'll get about 4 or 5 before he's knocked out of bounds. And Grayson, it's about the time of the game where we start thinking about who our post-game or our player of the game is going to be.
I got a name in mind. I'll say it when we go off in commercial.
Okay. We are on the search for our Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game. Give us your suggestions in the comments, and we'll use that kind of like the Kids' Choice Awards, and we'll factor that into our decision. Mason Brown picks up a first down for the Skyhawks.
It's probably going to be the last play of the night.
Can I get a fresh set or a fresh play clock? And the snap, the handoff to Brown, and he'll be taken down, and
that should do it.
That'll be it. And the Wildcats, for the first time since the Allies won World War II, will be 6-0 under head coach Nick Booth's inaugural season as head coach. We'll be back right after this with the Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game, post-game statistics, what's up next for the Wildcats, and more here on the D&D Sports Network. And we're back here on the D&D Sports Network. Zach Anderson, Grayson Sanders, our producer, KJ. And Grayson, who is our Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player or players of the game?
On the offensive side, I got to give it to number 0, Adam Bazin on the quarterback. Even though he had 2 interceptions tonight, he played a great ball game. If some receivers didn't catch the balls he would like, but once again, I would give it to him on the offensive side. On the defensive side, I got to give it to Bentley Williamson. 2 interceptions, a pick 6 tonight, and 2 sacks. A great game by Mr. Williamson as the Wildcats go 6-0 and go to Minor Mountain next week. A class of 6-0s battle it out as Logan wins tonight 35-0 over the rival Scott Skyhawks.
And we'd like to again thank our sponsors for tonight, Giovanni's of Danville, Hillbilly Fire Pit in Man, Josh Jeffrey, the sales rep for Thornhill, Williamson Auto Sales, Blessing and Blooms, Southern Gypsy, Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, Welcome Home Floral and Gifts, Mountaineer Gun and Tackle, Platinum Tan, LA Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, Logan Bank and Trust, Genmar Services, Tug Valley Wellness Clinic, Markham and Remora, Williamson Pharmacy, Quality Metal Roofing, Three Guys Pizza, United Motorsports, State Farm Missy Birchfield, Diamond Flagging Company, Aracoma Drug, PT12, Domino Printing, Trend Services, Precision Heating and Cooling, State Farm George Swain, 304 Motorsports, Chiefs, the Warfield Market, Ultimate Pawn, Kessler's Boutique, LZR Dude Printing, Williamson Flooring, Southside Buildings and Carpet, White Eye Care, D&G Electric, Bronze Bliss in Lenore, Treasures Unlimited, Western Auto in Kermit, United Insurance Solutions, CNA Service Center, Cheech's Pizza, Hill Chiropractic, Panther Mart, Runyon Insurance, and Stereo Video Unlimited. Again, the Logan Wildcats, for the first time since 1944, are 6-0, and they will take on the undefeated Mingo Central Miners at home on Minor Mountain, and we'll bring that to you right here on your home for all things sports in the Coalfields, the D&D Sports Network.